Hello, everyone. Today we're going to interview Cat Ferguson, a British rider of 18 years old, who is riding for Shibden Apex RT and recently finished second in the Ronde van Vlaanderen Junior. Thanks for coming to my channel, Cat, and I hope to be comfortable with us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
And thanks, Mario. Also.
Yeah, thank you. Let's start with a little test. Some questions about you. First, your full name?
Catherine Ferguson.
Catherine, no? Okay.
Yeah.
But everyone calls you Cat, no?
Yeah, Cat.
Okay. Then your birthday, when it is?
The 27th of April, 2006.
Okay, so already 18 years old. Last year in high school, before going to university, maybe?
Yeah, I just finished my exams. We have A levels in the UK, so 3 subjects. And yeah, so I just finished, but there'll be no further education for me at this time.
Okay. Yeah, because you go pro next year. It's true.
Yeah.
Where did you born and where do you live now?
I was born in a little village in Yorkshire, in the north of the UK, called Skipton. And I still live there now with my parents.
So you are from the north of England?
Yeah.
It's a little city or?
A little town. It's really big on cycling, right near the Yorkshire Dales, which is huge and has had stages of the Tour de France.
Okay, so near, for example, the place of Tom Pidcock, or?
Yeah. About maybe 40 minutes away from his mum and dad's house, who I know.
Okay, so it was nice to see Harrogate then, the World Championship and all.
It was raining, unfortunately, when I went to watch, but that is very typical of Yorkshire. It always rains here.
How old were you back then?
I'd say maybe about 13, 14.
Yeah, ooh. A lot of time ago, yeah, really.
Yeah.
Like already 5 years, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so you already were big in cycling, no?
Yeah.
So it doesn't make you go to cycling. You already were riding a lot and competing.
Yeah. I used to do competitive skiing, like slalom skiing. And in the summertime, obviously, there is no snow. So I did cycling as a training for this. And then I just started to make more friends in cycling and prefer the sport. So yeah, I decided to swap and focus on cycling.
So you then started first skating and cycling was next?
Yeah.
And why did you abandon skating? An injury or something, or you just preferred cycling?
Yeah, I just preferred cycling. It's so much more sociable, and yeah, I enjoyed it more.
It's good. Then, okay, more questions about you. Okay, what's your height?
I'm about 166 centimeters, about 5'5".
And weight?
About 55 kilos.
Okay, I'm not very used to the reference in women's cycling, because in men's cycling that will be a climber, but maybe you are more a roller.
Yeah, that's sort of, it's not quite a climber, a little bit too heavy for a climber, but yeah, maybe an all-rounder.
Okay, so then you're an all-rounder. What will be your favorite race, the race that better adapts to your qualities?
Yeah, I'd say anything that sort of like a classics race, I mean the Ardennes, like lumpy climbs but not too big, and probably ending in some sort of uphill sprint.
And stage racing, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. I think it's something I've recently found myself doing better at with the TT as well. So something maybe in the future that I can look to expand and keep on doing.
And your favorite rider?
I'd say Lizzie Deignan. She's only about an hour away from me, also from Yorkshire. And yeah, I think she has very similar like riding qualities to me, probably because we train on the same roads growing up. But yeah, she's someone I've always looked up to.
And just to finish this short test, I want to ask you your favorite food and also your favorite music.
My favorite food is probably anything Mexican, like burritos or tacos, like when there's lots of carbs, like rice and also bread. And then my favorite music is probably anything like techno. So techno is just, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, might be a British thing, but it's just basically music without any vocals, just sort of a rhythm, like a beat. And yeah, it's pretty much all I listen to on rides. It just gets me through them.
And you got some song that you want to highlight?
None of them are very memorable because they're all just a beat, so there is no words. But I like Fred again. He's an artist.
Okay, that's cool.
Well-
from techno, I know some songs, but very old, like, I don't know, New Order maybe, or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, first, I would like to talk about the season road and then about cyclocross. First, I would like to ask you about your beginnings in cycling and what kind of races do you have in your country?
Yeah, so as I said, I joined and I started cycling to help my skiing. And from the age of 14 in the UK, you can start to race nationally. So racing with girls up and down everywhere from the country on closed road circuits. So maybe, I don't know, 30 laps we would do in an hour's race. And yeah, at the time they were really competitive and I love traveling up and down the country to race them. And I met loads of friends doing them.
And what were your biggest victories as a yacht rider?
I would say the national championships. I think I won twice on the road and once on cyclocross bike, and then maybe 3 or 4 times on the track. And then also I competed at the European Youth Olympics in Slovakia in 2021, I think. And I won both the road race and the TT. So I would say that was the biggest achievement as my sort of under 16 career.
Did you
Maybe
like to
2022?
In 2020, yeah, maybe 2022, yeah.
Yeah, because I was just before watching your Instagram to
Yeah.
take the history of you, and I think it was 22.
Yeah,
And you won both of them, so it was like a very big show.
yeah, for sure. And that was the first time I'd raced internationally cycling. Before I'd only ever competed skiing.
And then your favorite discipline was always the road, or did you prefer maybe other?
I think my favorite is the road. I enjoy the training for the road more than cyclocross. And also the road races are a little bit more enjoyable than the cross races too.
And how do you arrive at your team? And what do you think about your staff and the riders also, as well?
Yeah, so my current team is actually run by my dad. He got that invested with my cycling that he decided to make his own team for junior females. So there's me and about 8 other girls, all from the north of England as well. And yeah, I think the team is brilliant. I think by far we are one of the strongest junior teams in the UK, and we've only been existing for a year. And I think it's all down to my dad's hard work, getting loads of sponsors, and yeah, I'm really grateful.
Was your father a cyclist before you?
No, just he did it for fun, but nothing serious.
Okay, so you take a little bit of an inspiration going with easy riders with him when you were younger.
Yeah, for sure. I think when I was little, he took me on like a tag along on a mountain bike, so it attaches to the seat post, and I sit on the back. And I didn't like it. It was not very enjoyable. You just get sprayed with all the mud from his back wheel because we did a lot of off-road and mountain bike. So it definitely wasn't, the nicest start to the sport. But I think I grew to really love it after that.
Okay.
Well, last year you make a very good season, making some important victories and results, like the national championship of your country, third in the time trial, and also you won the Ronde van Vlaanderen and second in a Vizcay Coloreac. What memories do you have about this season?
Yeah, it was a super interesting season for me. I didn't expect to get the results that I did. I was really surprised. At the start of the year, I won the First Nations Cup, which was Binder, and from then on, my results and my goals for the season changed. I realized that I could, and I was racing at the front of these races, and the target in every race, therefore onwards, was to win. So it was a super interesting season for me, and I gained so much experience from being able to race abroad against girls that I'd never raced against before. And yeah, it was enjoyable, but there was definitely some races that didn't quite go the way I wanted to.
You won Vinda over Bego, that afterwards was the one that beat you in the World Championships.
Mm-hmm.
But you were so close. So how was the World Championship for you?
Yeah, so the World Championships was one of the races that wasn't the best, and I was really disappointed with. We went in there, especially with it being a home world, as obviously the goal to win. And I think the course really suited me. It was almost like a criterium, a crit, just for a road race distance. So it really suited me. And I was just in a silly position when Bego attacked, and unfortunately my teammates also weren't near her either. So she got away and she rode an amazing race. But I think, my mistakes of positioning cost me that race, which, it was definitely a very hard one to take.
Well, at least a silver medal in your home country is good enough still in the podium.
Yeah, it's still something I can be happy with, and also being a first year junior as well.
So then this year is the big objective, I think.
Yeah, I think after a lot of other championships not going my way as well, I really want to take home a jersey.
Okay.
And for you, what are the principal, or the best rivals for you in the road, or the countries?
Yeah, I think Celia Jury from France is really good. She's a similar rider to me. We have a lot of battles on the road, and also cyclocross. And then also Paula Ozitz from Spain. I raced her since under 16 at the European Youth Olympics, and she's always been really good. And then also from Slovakia, maybe Victoria Shaldnova. She doesn't race as much on the road, but on the cross bike she was really good, and the road races she's done, she's been up there as well.
Yeah, because last winter there were like 3-4 riders that were like stronger than the rest, and it was you and Wolf, and then Kladonova and Jerry maybe, and they are also up there in the road.
Yeah.
So it's like the same rivals everywhere.
Yeah, it's funny. The cross season, there was, as you say, a clear four strong favourites, and in the road it's the same as well, with Imogen also being one of them, but she's also my best friend, my closest friend, so it's a little bit weird for me to call her a rival.
So you already know each other very well. You know where they are good and strength, and where you can attack them, but they also know you very well.
Yeah, exactly. We know each other all super well. We've raced each other now for a year.
And about Paula, she's like the youngest now, no? First year junior.
Yeah. So I knew Paula since EOF, European Youth Olympics in Slovakia, and there she impressed me. And then ever since she stepped up to a junior this year, I thought she's always someone to watch.
Also, she's going to be a teammate in the future.
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, about this year, you won the Omloop Borsale and the Tour of Gebaudown. What's your opinion about these two races?
Yeah, I was shocked that they were the 2 races that I did the best in this year. I won both the stage races this year and didn't win the 2 one-day races, which are the ones that I thought for me which would be easier to win. The time trial in Barcelona was something that I really targeted and wanted to do well at, since doing well last year, coming 3rd. So I thought if I can get a good time trial and then manage to hold off some of the sprinters in the preems, then yeah, I can secure that result, and it went well. My teammate also won both of the sprint stages after the time trial, and I also came 2nd in both, so I couldn't have asked for a better stage race. And then Todd de Wouden also went really well. The first stage finished up a horrible climb, about 2k, about 12%, and I was unsure maybe how I'd do, but yeah, I managed to stay at the front and then winning the sprint finish. And then the second day, the second stage, I also managed to get the win as well.
And on paper, very different parcours between Borcelle and Gevaudan, because one is plain for sprinters, the other is for climbers.
Mm-hmm.
And you managed to win both. So it's because maybe at junior level, if you are good in everything, and later you are going to specialize in something, or?
Yeah, I think maybe everyone isn't quite sure what they're good at yet, so it's easier to do well and across every terrain. But there is for sure some specialists still, and for me, I think the reason I can do so well across multiple terrains is down to my team, and my team being so strong and helping me position myself well.
And in both races, it was 2nd and 3rd Celia Jerry. So maybe she's right now the one that is closest to you.
Yeah, for sure. And also the most recent race at Tour of Flanders, she beat me. So yeah, she's definitely a big rival.
You arrived at the sprint, no? Both of you in Ronde van Vlaanderen.
Yeah. So we managed to. She attacked on the final climb with about 6k to go, and it was me and her until the finish. And I made some mistakes in the sprint finish, and yeah, she managed to get me. Mm-hmm.
But do you think you are faster than her, or you are very equal?
I think it's so equal. It's really hard to know. One sprint she beats me, and the other sprint I beat her. So yeah, it's with her you have to use your brain almost instead of your legs. That's the way to beat her.
And you won some time trials. Do you like this kind of discipline?
It's definitely a newer discipline for me. I used to think I wasn't so good at time trial, and then in the last year I won the national championships and also some races this year. So it's definitely one that I have still a lot to learn from. So I'm really starting to like it more.
And it's also an objective for this year, the World Championship on time trial, or you focus more on the road?
Yeah, I think the time trial doesn't quite suit me at Worlds. It's very flat and it's just a straight line. There is no corners. It's not technical at all. So I will for sure still want to go and target it, but the road race is where I put most of my focus.
Because you, one of your big good points is your skills with the bike, because you come from the cyclocross.
Yeah, I would say so. I think the reason I can do well at Barcel, which is a flat time trial, is because it has so many corners. You lose speed so much, so you have to accelerate out of lots of corners. And I think, yeah, from cyclocross, that's where I've learned that skill.
Also, this year finished 2nd in the Trofeo Binda, Italian race, and 2nd in the Ronde van Vlaanderen. Did you like the cobbles?
No, not really. The cobbles is something quite new to me. We still at junior races don't have that many cobbles, despite the races describing them as cobbled. But yeah, I'm learning to enjoy them more. But yeah, I'm still not the biggest fan.
What moors did you have in the Ronde van Vlaanderen? It was Kappelmoer or something like that?
I don't think it was a big sector.
Okay.
The final climb was the Wolvenberg, and the other two, I'm not sure of the names.
So still you don't know how it is in the big stage, the parcours.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And well, then about other disciplines, this season you are still doing track cycling or mountain bike or something?
Yeah. So I also do track cycling.
Hmm.
And British cycling are really big on track cycling. We do a lot of team pursuit and Madison on our training camps. So soon I will compete at the European Championships in Germany, and then hopefully the World Championships, which are in China.
Okay, and what are your disciplines? Time trial, no, time pursuit, sorry. Or
Yeah, so I would probably do Madison, team pursuit, and maybe Omnium or elimination. Yeah,
oh, so everything.
almost. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
you compete in 3 different disciplines: road, cyclocross, and also all of the track.
Yeah.
so mountain bike, nothing.
No.
I wasn't sure if you, but you in the past you did mountain bike also.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So then this winter cyclocross also.
Yeah, I will continue doing cyclocross. Maybe not as much as I used to do, just a smaller calendar, but still as many races. And then I don't think I will continue with the track.
And it will be your first under 23 season, so
Yeah,
with the elite women all the races, no?
yeah. So as a junior, you can still do some of them, but obviously I will just purely be racing as an under 23. So yeah, it's definitely a big step up, and I still have a lot to learn.
And just a personal question. I see that even each year there are more British people that are interested in the cycling, mountain bike, road, track. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. I think there is definitely growing numbers, and it's definitely due to the success of Great Britain in cycling. You know, we have world championships from our country, and world champions as well. Tom Pidcock has won gold at the Olympics in mountain bike, and Lizzie Deignan has won the world championships. And I think they are the riders that are inspiring and bringing more people to do the sport.
Okay.
Well, well, if you have something more, but if not, about the future already. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have some more questions about the past, Rocky?
The past, no, just about the future.
Okay. So, well, the future is Movistar. So, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm so excited to ride for Movistar. Some kit actually arrived yesterday, and I was so excited. I will race with them from August. Might do my first race, Tour of Berlin, and maybe do a couple more after the World Championships, and then next year. Yeah, I'm so excited to join them officially.
Because I'm not, I don't know very well how it works in women's cycling, but in men's cycling, you couldn't ride with them until next year because you are a junior.
Yeah.
You can ride with the professionals already.
Yeah, so from August, I can ride with them.
Okay.
I think I cannot do like the world tour races, but I can do 1.1s or 2.1s or like races like that. But yeah, from August I'm classed as a stagiaire, so I can race with them, but I will not do loads of racing.
But for example, Paula still cannot ride with them because she's a first year, no?
No. She can only, if she did join, she can only race with them from August to her second year junior.
Okay. So it's like you have a couple of months before the next season that you already can participate with them. Okay. So then your objectives will be to adapt to the Spanish team and know a little bit the teammates for the future.
Yeah, I think I've already met the girls. I did a training camp with them in January, and they are also nice. I definitely want to learn Spanish. I think just out of respect for the team, and also yeah, if it is possible for me to learn, because I know it's obviously not easy to learn another language.
Okay.
Yes.
And Movistar team really is very international, maybe more than the men's team. So what's the
Yes, so
language
far.
inside the team? Is it Spanish or is maybe more English?
It's English and Spanish 50-50, but some of the staff and even some of the riders don't speak any English. So unless I learn a baseline of Spanish, yeah, I won't be able to communicate with them, which I think for me is really important. So I would definitely want to learn.
And in that regard, you are going to move to Spain next year.
Yeah, I think I'll probably move to Girona. Not because of the team being Spanish, just because it is such a good place to ride and be a professional cyclist.
Yeah, about that we talked like
With
a
Seb.
month or two ago with Seb Grindley.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He was going to Girona. So.
Yeah.
A very
So
good place to live.
you go together, obviously.
Yeah. We will go together. I think from maybe October this year, we'll look to try and find somewhere in Girona.
Yeah, and there is a very big English community there, no?
Yeah, definitely. And I think combining that with Andorra as well, I think, yeah, there's so much options.
The only thing is, if you want to improve your Spanish, you have to make some Spanish friends, not
Yeah,
only English, because then you're not going to speak Spanish.
Yeah. I will.
So
And just I want to ask you about how do you sync with them? How was the process to become a professional cyclist with Movistar?
Yeah, so around maybe after Flanders last year, I started communicating and talking to the team along with other teams as well. And I sort of narrowed down which team I like the most, and I definitely got the best vibes. And yeah, I preferred Movistar the most. And for me, they were a clear choice. So I signed with them. And maybe some people say I signed with them too early, but for me, it was such a clear choice for me to go with them that yeah, it felt right and the timing felt right.
and so far you're happy with the choice.
Yeah, I'm so happy with the choice. Yeah, I couldn't ask for any more so far.
Also, now Movistar maybe is like rebuilding a little bit because they were like some years with anemic, and
Yeah.
now they need to find a new leader. So
Yeah.
maybe in the future that's for you.
Maybe. I think next year there is movement. There is going to be some big moves in the team. So I think, yeah, it's really exciting time to be joining them.
Okay.
So nothing more, Kat. Very good luck with the next season of the road and of the cyclocross, and also with the track.
Thank you.
And also very good luck with the Spanish.
Yeah.
But with the pass of the years, you probably can make another interview in Spanish.
Maybe, yeah, if it goes well. Thank you. Gracias.
Ah, de nada. Ciao.
Bye bye. Thanks.
Bye.